Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Embody Tarot. I am Melly, and in today's timeless card reading, we are going to figure out what urgent message that your spirit guide wants you to know right now within your journey. As you can see, I did provide 4 piles and 4 crystals for you to choose from. This will help you guide your intuition to figure out the pile that resonates most with you and the message that you need to know. Pile 1 resonate with this beautiful calcite flower. Pile 2 resonates with this beautiful rose quartz. Pile 3 resonate with this beautiful amethyst flower. And pile 4 resonates with this beautiful malachite. In order for you to pick your pile, all you have to do is take a deep breath, focus your energy, and trust your intuition. Automatically, your gut will pick out a pile or crystal that sticks out most for you. In order for you to get to your message as quickly as possible, I did list timestamps in the comment section and description box. All you have to do is click on it for you to jump straight ahead to your reading. If you have any questions or concern, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to answer them. And of course, comment the pile that you choose to claim the message. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. And if you chose this beautiful Calcite flowers, automatically I'm feeling like your spirit guide wants you to know that the storm is almost over. Like you're about to experience the most peaceful version of your life that you could expect. Calcite usually represents the formation of things. It brings us clarity, it brings us peace, it brings us warmth. So wherever you are right now in your journey, I feel like spirit's going to tell you that it's almost over. And the over means that you have a new fresh beginning and start that's about to happen, and you're about to feel in the most happiest way. So for you, your biggest theme is purification right now in this stage of your life. The card that you select, it says gentleness. I treat myself and others with tenderness. And if you look at the picture, this person's in solitude and they're reflecting and they seem happy. And the imagery shows us, the warm tea, right? So this could resonate with your throat chakra where you want to open up to people more. And then we have the snake, which means transformation, being very strategic. And then look at the body position of this girl, like she is holding herself. So I think that you chose this pile in this deck because you are starting to realize the power that you hold to care and love for yourself. And in return, people are going to start resonating with your energy because you hold yourself to the highest level and the highest standard. But the standard is coming from a place of love and authenticity. Okay, so this reading is a reminder that throughout your struggles, throughout your elevation, throughout the phases that you're going through within your life, always treat yourself with tender love and care and be very poised with yourself because you deserve it. I know that you're the go-to person people go to get a lot from, but Spirit is saying that you have to make sure that you're good first and have boundaries, and you deserve to have boundaries no matter what. Okay, let's get some more oracle messages. Ooh, this one popped out immediately. We have a warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? We have share your voice. Come out of your cave. Persecution and expansion. And then we have take back. A life's worth, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, let's start off with the warrior woman. So the warrior woman says, have you answered your deepest calling? And this is an energy of you are basically on the hamster wheel, just doing what society told you to do, but you're not really doing what you're supposed to do for yourself. And spirit, your spirit team, your spirit guides, your soul family is basically saying like, we want you to pivot and we're forcing you to pivot. And you're seeing the signs that you should pivot, but for some reason, you're using logic too much. We need you to balance. So spirit right now, message for you is to take some time out and write down all your goals, and then write down the things you could do to achieve your goals. And then after that, write down things that are blocking you from your goals and start to, remove it. It's time for you to clean up your space, which means that you have to clean your aura. You have to cleanse your mind. You have to probably remove friends. You have to have boundaries with family. You may have to pivot in your life, and the pivot is not going to be easy, but it's worthy. You're basically recreating who you want as a person. And Spirit is saying that your dream life, the person who you're praying for, we're going to get it done for you as soon as possible. But you have to say yes to new beginnings. Old ways, old tricks, old love no longer serves you. And it's where you feel comfortable at. But it's time for you to, move forward. In order for you to move forward and feel better about yourself, you really have to consider letting go of a lot of things that's holding you back for you answering your call. Have you said yes yet? Do you understand what your calling is in your life at this moment? If you're answering all these questions as no, or you're reluctant, or you feel a little bit uncomfortable, then you have some soul searching to do, some shadow work to do. If you're into astrology, my best advice is to see where your North Node is at in your chart, because that could give you some insight on what you should be doing, which is your goal for this lifetime. But also look at your South Node to see what your shadows are, because the South Node tells us the things that we need to work on within this lifetime. The North Node tells us what we need to achieve within this lifetime. And if you want to take it a step further, you look at your Chiron. The Chiron is the wooden healer. What you need to heal in order for you to progress. Okay? So those are your homework right now. And then with your share your voice, I feel like oftentimes you tend to hold back, right? Because you're scared of what could possibly happen. And Spirit is saying, no, stop worrying about the what ifs. Stop worrying about if you fail. That's not an option. The only thing that's an option is the success. But if you continuously box yourself in, you don't get to experience life the way how you want to. The world is beautiful. And Spirit is telling me to tell you that the thing that you fear most is actually what you need to do most. So the thing that's holding you back is really on the other side of that is your accomplishments, your happiness. It's you feeling free. So for you, I feel like you're feeling very trapped, and you're trapped within your own mind because you're wondering if you're going to make the right choice. You got this far because you relied on yourself. So the audacity for you to box yourself in and to be scared to go outside, it's about your comfort zone. For what? You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose, and you shouldn't feel like you're losing anything because you are where you asked Spirit to put you. You're basically rebuilding a foundation. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's something new, but it's something that you deserve. And don't hold yourself back from the freedom that you want to express and want to feel. For you, Pile 1, your energy is all about the next step. But realizing that baby steps, small steps, get you where you need to be. You don't have to start out being the greatest. You may not feel like you're supportive. You may not feel like life is going the direction you want to be in. But I'm telling you, if you take those baby micro steps, have those automatic habits, things are going to work out for you. The reason why you feel hold back is because you're expecting a lot and you're not seeing the progression because you want immediate success. But if you look at your life and you reflect 5 years from now, previously, you're going to be like, wow, I came so far. But that's because you're in reflective mode. If you're always in go, 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 go mode, you're not going to see all your accomplishment because you're traveling 100 miles per hour. When in reality, you need to travel 20. In reality, you need to travel 10. It says, take a break, a life's worth, not a season. Get off the treadmill. At some point, you have to realize that you don't have to do the 30-minute workout. You don't have to do the workout where it's strenuous. It's okay to take a brisk walk. It's okay to take a very slow walk, but also it's okay to take a run. Spirit is saying it's a time and place for everything. And right now, you need to slow down. Because if you keep going the pace that you are, you're never going to feel successful. Your success relies on you feeling free. So if you're claiming this message right now and you want to feel free, in the comment section, type, I am free. I am finally free. Or, I choose and I value my freedom. Okay, Spirit, what other message do you want Pile wants to know about their journey right now? We have new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. When we have a new moon, that signifies new beginnings, right? Manifestation. Capricorn energy is earth energy, so being very stoic, but it's also energy that represents luxury. Okay? Capricorns will desire a lot of blessings and they're able to get it. If you're worried about your finances, you're about to be filthy rich. Okay, so that's not gonna be an issue. You're not gonna have to worry about where your next paycheck is gonna come from. You're gonna be able to buy those luxurious bags or experience luxury at the highest form. And that's because you are gonna put the new energy that you have, and the Capricorn new moon will bless you. Having a Capricorn new moon speaks about being financially stable, being very successful within your career fields, knowing that you're putting the work in that's going to last a lifetime. Capricorn energy is a boss energy. They want to dictate how things should be, and they do it so well. And people love Capricorn energy because of the luxurious experience that they receive. So Spirit wants to let you know that you're about to experience life of luxury, but you have to slow down to actually enjoy it. Enjoy life. What does Spirit Pile want to know? We have a full moon in Capricorn, a reality check. Okay? So you may feel like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Okay? So the full moon is all about like shadow work. Okay? It's your reflective mind, you know? And with the reality check, all that's telling me is that Spirit wants you to relook at your life and figure out what are your holdbacks when it comes to financial success, when it comes to abundance. Why do you feel like you don't deserve it? Okay? When it comes to money, you have to figure out what your money blockages are, because we have to get over that. We have to figure out your blockages when it comes to you not feeling stable. What happened in your childhood that makes you feel like you don't deserve a luxurious experience? What makes you dim your light? These are the questions Spirit wants you to answer in order for you to feel better and feel worthy, and for you to actually receive the happiness that's coming towards you. Let's get some more cards. Spirit, what message are you trying to tell pile 1? We have Galactic Mushroom, Divine Matrix. So you are a part of this big weave of thread of people, right? The Divine Matrix is being able to tap into the 3D and the 5D flawlessly. So it's you being able to be flexible with the people that come in your life or the experience that you want to experience. You are a divine being. Your goal in this lifetime is to lead. But in order for you to lead, you have to understand when it's time for you to be relatable and when it's time for you not. Okay? You are a fairy. You stand out in a crowd. You bring a lot of attention to yourself, and sometimes you may feel like you don't want or deserve it. But Spirit is saying that we have this spotlight on you for a reason. Don't waste our time. The wall, obstacles. Spirit acknowledge the fact that you are facing a lot of difficulties, but that shouldn't stop you, right? The wall is just there for you to pivot. It's for you to slow down. There's an imagery of two men, right? A man up top and a man up below. And they're both digging. And one guy is like burnt out, but one more hit will get him to the diamond. And the other guy is like a mile away, but he's going a million miles per hour because he's motivated. So decide who you want to be. Do you want to be the guy who is one hit away from the diamond and turn around because he's burnt out? Or are you going to decide to, slow down, catch your breath, and then continue? Or are you just going to turn around? Or are you going to be the person who stay motivated no matter what? That is your energy right now. What is your goal? What are your plans? And Spirit is saying that, yes, we put this blockage in front of you for a reason. We want to see how you're going to pivot with it. And we're not going to force you to pivot. And then we have heart home. Work on your heart chakra, okay? The heart home energy is the energy of doing things because, one, you love it, compassion, doing things the right way, doing things without any envy, doing things where you don't feel like you're owed anybody. doing things because it makes you happy. And if you look at this card, we have lots of butterflies, and that represents transformation also. And then something else I want to point out is the fact that we have a lot of tens. I'm lying. No, we don't. Because this is 2 and 7 is 27. That's a 9 energy. So satisfaction. This is a 10 energy, completion, new beginnings. And then we have a 6 energy. And the 6 energy is all about transformation within numerology. So it seems like you're birthing something. You have to start over. And I understand you don't want to start over, but Spirit is saying you have to. But be compassionate to yourself and your projects. It takes you nothing for you to feel happy and be in a predicament where you want to feel completed at. It's okay for you to start over. It's okay for you to feel free. It's okay for you to choose yourself. Okay. All right, Spirit, clarify this energy for us. What should Pile 1 know? The Strength card. Listen to your intuition. The Strength card is your innermost strength. It's not your outer strength. Your outer strength is a Chariot card where your ego takes over. The inner strength is you being able to look inside yourself and say, I'm going to progress and still I rise type of thing. Your spirit guide wants you to have a face-to-face with yourself so you could know what your future life's going to look like, but also understand that you can't change your past, but you can't also live in the past. Living in the past will cause demise and destruction and create unhealthy feelings within yourself that you don't want to feel anymore. So Spirit is saying, like, let go of the past. It's okay. The past is holding you back in ways that is stopping you from you being the best version of yourself. So if you want to be the best version of yourself, it's time for you to look inside. Don't blame anybody else. The decision that you make for yourself today, make it worth your while. Okay? What does Spirit want you to know within this season? The Hermit card. Look within, introspection. The Hermit card is the energy of, looking in, right, to solve things because you have the answers, because you've done this before. It's just coming up because you haven't learned the lesson. The Hermit is a person who believes solitude is the answer. So the reason why Spirit is telling you and pushing you to be gentle with yourself is because you have to look within. You have to be accountable for your own actions, everybody else's actions, but at the same time, you have to be accountable for how you react to things. So be mindful of that. We have the Four of Swords. Be open to opportunities. Be open to changing your mind. Because the Four of Swords, the person's just like, I'm avoiding. I'm not dealing with this. This could happen tomorrow, But also it's the energy of, I'm not going to have an anxious reaction towards situation. So Spirit is saying, like, when things hit the fan, you don't have to worry and wonder. You don't have to stress. The things that you're stressing about, it shouldn't matter. Because somebody or something's going to save you. Okay? Because you're always saving somebody else. But give yourself the grace to feel saved. And then the last card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. Hey! The Queen of Pentacles energy is the rich auntie that gets everything that she desires, everything that she wants, right? And Spirit is saying that in order for you to get this abundance, in order for you to feel alive and well, you have to know that you deserve it. It's not about earning it. You know how they always say it's not who you know, is what you know? That's the energy. It's not who you know or the predicament that you're in. It's how you view yourself. So if you view yourself as the next CEO for the richest company on earth, then that's what you're bringing into your life. If you see yourself as a teacher, a kindergarten teacher, that's what you're bringing into your life. If you feel like you're the smartest person in the world, that is what you're bringing into your life. So if you're going to speak things into your life, speak greatness. Don't speak about things that don't serve you. Don't speak badness into yourself. All words that come out your mouth should be positive. And Spirit's saying is that we see you as the highest form of yourself, but we need you to look within. We need you to look within and trust that you are becoming better and your life is luxurious. Okay? So that's what I have for you, pile number 1 of what Spirit wants you to know right now within your energy on your journey. I hope you received this with love. I hope I gave you some clarity, guys, and confirmation. Once again, if you're claiming this energy, comment pile 1 or I am finally free, or I value my freedom in the comment section. Until next time, love you, bye. Hello, Pal 2, welcome to your reading. And today we are going to figure out what Spirit wants you to know on your journey right now, okay? What message your Spirit guides have for you, and the biggest thing they want you to pay attention to. So you did choose the Rose Quartz, and we know that the Rose Quartz is all about unconditional love, right? It's a love that it's given and received without any type of expectations coming back to you. It's the love that everybody desire, or we were learned or taught about when it comes to mom and family, right? Be mindful that the rose quartz isn't the love that you receive from a partner, right? It's more so the love that you receive growing up and the love that you give yourself. Okay, so not having any conditions when it comes to love. So Spirit may want you to heal your heart state when it comes to emotions, or when it comes to your relationships with people, but not only your relationship with your lover. Know that all love has value in your life, and you don't have to pick and choose the love because of a title. Give everybody the love that they deserve equally. Okay? So let's see what your card says. Your card says freedom. I make my own decision, choice, and path. With the freedom card, what I'm picking up for you when it comes to your spirit guide is telling me that you need to let go of connections that hold you back, that makes it very difficult for you to take a next step forward. And even if these relationships have titles in your life, for example, your mom, dad, your mentor, if they're blocking you from making the next step in your life, then they have to go. For you, Spirit is saying that it's all about ownership for you. You have to own your decision, your choices, your path, and the consequence of your actions. It's not about why somebody chose you, it's really why you chose them. Why you make the decisions that you've made in your life over and over and over again. Spirit wants you to know that in order for you to become the best version of yourself, you have to accept the part you play in the dynamics. When we see sunflowers, that represents happiness. You're blooming. It's abundance, right? And you're very grounded. But you have to ask yourself, what am I grounding myself in? And what am I wanting to experience in abundance? So would you like to experience this love that this person is giving you continuously? Is it really unconditional, or it's based on what you could give them? The connection that you have with people, are they valuing you in the ways that you feel valued? Or are they a detriment to your lifestyle? Or are you keeping these people around just because of titles? Spirit wants you to recognize that. In order for you to recognize that, you have to be accountable for your own actions, decisions, choice, and your path, and of course, the consequences. If you're happy with those, then who is to say anything to you? Because you're mature, you're grown, right? Let's see what messages Spirit has to say to you. What else does you want Pile 2 to know, Spirit? We have birth in a new age, birth in new creation, dreaming of a new world into being, right? So Spirit is saying that you have new opportunities coming your way, but are you ready to accept it? Are you ready to rejoice with it, right? Birth in a new age is you creating opportunities for yourself. It's you creating that path for yourself. But that path needs accountability. It needs for you to be resurrected. It needs for you to have boundaries. It needs for you to have security. So while you're out in the world and you're looking for the signs, what signs are you creating for yourself in your life? How are you holding yourself accountable in this journey, in this lifetime, in this moment? Are you just doing things just because? Or are you doing things because it's bringing you to the next phase in your life, right? For some of y'all, since we're focusing on relationships, it seems that you're going to get a new phase within your love life. So the person on your mind, when I see a relationship, you and this person may start to energetically become something better within each other's lives, something new. You've been manifesting, you've been asking, you've been praying, and Spirit is saying continue doing that, because if you love this person, speak life into them in your relationship and into yourself. Spirit, God, ancestors, your higher self, Provide me the opportunities for me and my partner to feel happy and at peace no matter what. Give us the journey, give us the lesson that could strengthen our relationship. Help us remove blockages that's causing us to mess up continuously. You know, these are things you have to speak to yourself and to your partner and not in the atmosphere versus worrying about why things are going wrong. That's not going to answer your question or solve the problems that you have. So ask Spirit to give you the freedom for you to have a new opportunity at life when it comes to love and relationships. So if you're claiming this message, pile 2, comment pile 2 or saying, I will take accountability. I will take accountability. And that could be for my actions, for your choices, for your path, for your love life, for yourself. Whatever it is, you're now accountable. I am now accountable, or I will take accountability for my actions. What else does you want Spirit to know? Spirit, what do you want pile 2 to know? We have Imara. It says, where are you being called to journey to? Only you could answer that question with meditation. So you have to identify what you want when it comes to your relationship in order for you to receive it. If you're just going with the flow, you're not being intentional, then you're going to go with the flow type of energy. You're going to be confused. Spirit is saying be intentional with your relationships. Maybe take a trip somewhere. Maybe it's time for you to express yourself and just say, hey, if I get the result that I want, I'm happy. If I don't, it is what it is. I have to create space for somebody new, something new. But Spirit is saying be more intentional within your relationships. And then we have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. There's nothing for you to be scared about when it comes to the universe. The universe wants you to have a life that is free and fulfilling. But in order for you to do that, you have to trust that things are coming your way in the most authentic way. You will not fail. You cannot have a failure mindset. You can't have a mindset where you don't deserve. You can't have a mindset where you're lacking. The mindset should be of fulfillment. You are fulfilled. You are cared for. People love you for who you are, not what you could provide. The conditions that people put on your life, that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is for you to show up in the way that you want to show up and how you feel. Okay? What else does Spirit want you to know? Spirit, what do you want, pile 2 to know about their journey? We have first quarter new moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. So interesting. You intuitively feel things and you can't always explain it, but you are a dreamer. So you have to trust your feelings for the most part. Honor your feelings is being able to balance the good and the bad. Being able to rationalize, like, does this make sense? Am I psychotic? Am I delulu? Do I want to be delulu? You know what I'm saying? Pisces energy is the energy of dreaming. It's a thought, you know, but it's also the energy of experience, because Pisces are the eldest within the zodiac sign. You know, we start with Aries, we're a thought, we're a thing, we're a being, and then we develop all the way up to Pisces. But with the first quarter moon, that signifies action. So the thought is there, what you want, but what actions you're going to put towards it to receive it. And Spirit is saying, like, are you going to continue to go by your intuitive feeling and vibes and act on it? Or are you going to use your logical mind? Or are you going to use both? So you need a plan. I'm feeling this because, and I want this because, in order for me to receive this, I will do. So have an action plan based on what you're currently feeling, because your feelings is pivoting you to somewhere new and it's unfamiliar, but it's only unfamiliar because you haven't experienced it in this way. You have experienced it in many other ways, but to experience it within your feelings is something different. So you could feel very emotional with your partner and yourself, and you may want to be coddled, but you're realizing that you have to be self-sufficient in order for you to go through this season within your life. And maybe you're not ready to be self-sufficient. And Spirit is saying that you don't have to be, you know, just trust, have faith, you know, manifestation and prayers require faith. And faith is you trust the unknown, but knowing that it will come to fruition for you no matter what. Okay, Spirit, what do you have to say to pile 2 with their current journey. We have full moon in Pisces, forgive. It's so crazy. We have duality going on because with pile 1, we had new moon in Capricorn and then full moon in Capricorn. Now we have the first quarter moon in Pisces and then full moon in Pisces. So with the forgiven energy, the energy is all about like you're doing things or you're forgiving people not for their sake, but for your own sake and your own sanity. You're releasing things. You're balancing out your yin yang energy. You're expressing your feelings because you have to let go of things that no longer serve you. And you have to acknowledge that where things went left, things went right, things went bad. But if you're going to start doing things based on faith, a lot of shadow work is needed to uplift that. So you have to be able to identify your trauma and then what's triggering your trauma, what's triggering your feelings for you to feel left out and feel like you're being pulled back. The full moon in Pisces is all about you just reflecting on the situations where you got the short end of the stick from. And then how can you use that experience to enhance your life right now? So if y'all may feel like y'all need to forgive your mom or your provider, whoever raised you, and deep down inside you don't want to, but Spirit's saying that if you do decide to do that, you won't have these issues when it comes to relationship. And it goes back to the rose quartz, that unconditional love, right? So if you find yourself in relationships that are draining you and you want to have relationships that's uplifting you, you have to heal your mother wound. You have to heal your mother wound. And if you want help doing that, I'm here to help you. I do have that service on my website with shadow work. Okay? Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your journey. Spirit, what do you want Pal to know when it comes to their journey? We have cosmic womb, the divine feminine. Okay? So something is being worked up when it comes to your womb. So probably do some sacral chakra work or do some solar plexus chakra work because your womb needs healing. Your womb needs healing. Your gut needs healing. So probably going to diet is another thing. For you to clean your womb out. So you need a spiritual cleanse. The things that you're creating right now, it's going to be lackluster because you have a lot to develop within yourself. The divine feminine is very nurturing. She's very loving. She's very caring. She's not condescending. She's not relying on logic. She's relying on her intuitive feelings, the intuitive nudge. But you're down your intuitive nudge because you have to heal a lot within your life. And it's not something that you're prepared to, or it's not something that you're putting value to, but it's something that you know you need to do. So you're confused. And you want to know how to do it, but you don't know. I got you. But also Spirit got you. So ask for the guidance for you to heal your womb, you know? Meditation and hold your womb. What else do you want? Pal, to know, Spirit. We have detox, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So maybe taking a shower, a spiritual bath. It seems like Spirit needs you to be by water, you know? So visit a waterfall, visit a pond, and just tell the water your problems, you know? If you can't visit a body of water, if I were you, I would get a cup of water, you know, probably a mason jar, and I would just speak into it. Fill it with water, you know, just water in a mason jar, and just speak into it. It's like you're journaling. Speak, 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 speak into it. And then so it be, you know. You could immediately get rid of it right then and there. Or what I would do is I would speak into it for like 3 days, create a ritual out of it. For 3 days, give that water all your problems, everything that's bothering you. Go take a shower, wear white. Get a salt bath, wear white. On the 3rd day, before you throw the water away, journal all the things that you want, right? Because you have expressed everything that's been holding you back. Journal the things that you want. Fold that paper 3 times towards you. Put it underneath your pillow, put it underneath your bed. And you're going to take that water and you're going to discard it, okay? So let me rephrase the ritual. Let me start over. Here's your steps. You are going to get a mason jar or something you close. You're going to fill it with water and you're going to speak life into it. You're going to close it. Once you close it, you're going to go take a shower. You're going to light you a white candle while you're taking your shower. and you are just going to imagine yourself losing all those energies, all those attachment, the things that's bothering you. Once you've done that, you can either out the candle or have the candle keep lighting. Get a 7-day candle, right? Once you've done that, that is day 1. You're going to wear white, okay? Day 2, you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to speak into your water everything that's been bothering you, everything that's been holding you back, everything that's causing you drama. You're then going to light your candle and you're going to take a shower. You're going to imagine your life not having these issues anymore. Then you're going to wear white again. Day 3, you're going to go to it. You're going to speak any other issues you have within it. Then you're going to light your candle, take a shower. But before you out your candle, you are going to journal about all the good things that you want to your life, that you deserve. You're then going to take that piece of paper, you're going to fold it towards you 3 times. You're going to place that paper under your pillow or underneath your bed. And then you're going to carefully discard that water. And your spirit is cleansed. Okay? So that's how we're going to detox our mind and body and bring good things towards us. Okay, what else does pile 2 need to know, Spirit? We have Spirit of the River. Moment towards adventure. So start doing things action-based. Create hobbies for yourself. But these hobbies got to make you move, you know? So you probably want to dance more. Probably want to learn how to cook, you know, garden, go for a walk, join a run club, you know, start martial arts. Do things that makes you move, that push you no matter what, okay? Now let's do some tarot message and focus on what aspect of your life this is bothering you in or what you should know using the tarot. So spirit guides, 2, what should they know? We have the 6 of Wands. You are about to experience a winning season, a lot of attention. A lot of people are going to celebrate you, gloat you, make you feel like you deserve things. You basically have the baton. Things are working out for you. So you're about to experience something big, something bold. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. No more carrying on burdens that no longer belongs to you. Okay. What else, Spirit? We have the 3 of Wands. You're probably going to relax. So you may plan to have travels, or you may have plans to travel, but you may like decide not to do it last minute, or you may decide to start actually planning a trip somewhere. So a trip is coming up, or traveling may become difficult for you. What else do you want them to know, Spirit? We have the 8 of Pentacles, mastering craft. So I feel like by the end of this season in your life, you're going to be known for whatever you're manifesting right now. Right? You're going to be known for something on a very public platform. So it's not just your friends and family recognizing you for your accomplishments and what you're doing right now. It's somebody recognizing your greatness, the outside world. You are about to be put on a platform. And in order for you to survive and thrive on this platform, you have to really feel your feelings and know your triggers. Okay? So are you ready for this blessing? Let me know. If you are, say I'm ready. Shit. Let me know. So pile 2, that's what I have for you. I hope I gave you some clarity, got some confirmation. I hope I was able to be a vessel to give you the message you really, really needed. And I gave you the information that you had to hear. Until next time, remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. And today we are going to figure out the message that your spirit guide, your spirit team, your higher self wants you to know. The most urgent thing that you need to focus on for the most part, okay? And you chose the amethyst flower. And I really feel like your spirit team really wants you to stay focused and stay grounded. It's like they're trying to connect with you and they've been sending you signs, but for some reason you are missing the signs. So let's see what message or what they want you to know the most right now that you're not seeing, okay? So your card says, card is discipline. I act responsible in order to achieve my goals. I think that your spirit team is realizing that you're losing focus. And they're just like, what more can they do to get you to be on the path you need to be on? You just pivot a little bit too much. They want you to be very clinical. They want you to be very assertive. They want you to be disciplined. They want you to have a focus, and they don't want you to pivot when things doesn't go your way. They don't want you to go pivot when, you know, you feel like you need improvement. They just want you to stay on the right path. There's no reason for you to be looking left and right. They want you to have tunnel vision when it comes to your life right now. They want you to be focused. You're missing the signs that they're giving you because you're not looking directly in front of you. You're wondering about what happened last week. You're wondering about what happened to Aunt Mary Flowers. You're worrying about what your daughter or your kid is going through at school. You're wondering what your spouse is thinking. It's like you're wondering about everybody else but yourself. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to worry about yourself. The reason why you're in this predicament where you're confused and you're all over the place is because you're not focusing on yourself. And their message right now to you is focus, focus, focus. So if you're claiming this message and you're feeling like you need to, you know, get your life back on track, go ahead and claim this energy by saying, I am focused. I will be focused. You know, focus, focus, focus. That is their message to you right now. The most important thing they want you to know right now is for you to focus. Stop worrying about things that are not serving you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Pile 3. What do the spirit team have to tell Pile 3 right now? We have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew it was going to work out for you no matter what, would you continuously try to change what is supposed to be yours? If you knew that no matter what, you were going to arrive in the best way to the X mark the spot, would you continuously try to pivot? If you knew that at the end of the day, you were going to cross the finish line, would you keep trying to change things up? Would you switch things up? Would you have more confidence on what you're doing? If you knew, what would you be doing? So I feel like you're working on a goal that you will guarantee receive and get. But for some reason, you just feel like either you're not worthy of it or you want to see like it's the grass green on the other side. And Spirit is saying the grass is green where you water it. The grass is green where you nurture it. The grass is green where you support it. The grass is green where you fertilize it. Stop worrying about what's across the fence, what's on the other side, and worry about what's in front of you, what you could see with your eyes. Your eyes are not deceiving you. What deceiving you is your mind on what this what if type of mindset. Can I become better? Spirit wants you to focus. Focus on you and yours. Focus on the things that's directly in front of you. Focus on things that you can control. So if I had to give you a homework from your spirit team, it would be get you a circle, write a circle, and title it on the inside of the circle, things I can control. And on the outside of the circle, things I cannot control. And list all the things you can control and focus just on that. You know, because if you're able to control your inner world, your innermost thoughts, the things that you can get to the next step with, eventually you'll be able to manipulate what's going on that's out of your control because you have that confidence. Your power comes from how you feel within, right? You being able to be very stoic in nature makes you very powerful. But if you are second guessing, if you are feeling sad, if you're just all over the place, you know, if you're wondering what's on the other side, then you're not confident in yourself and people are able to manipulate you. You have a game plan, stick to it. That's your message from Spirit. Stick to your game plan. Spirit, what do you want Pile 3 to know about their current journey? We have sisterhood of the rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. You are called to guide other people. But in order for you to guide others, you have to take time out to know yourself. Devotion and beauty is given Aphrodite type of energy. It's given, oh my gosh, brain fart, Oshun type of energy. It's given sisterhood, right? But you need to know how to manage these energies because not every sister is going to show up for you the way that you want. And not every sister could be understanding towards your situation. So in order for you to create a support system, you need to be flexible. In order for you to be flexible, you have to know where you lie, where you stand, what's coming towards you. You have to find time to devote to yourself. So when you are helping others, you're not moved. You have to worry about, do you need to cleanse your energy? You don't have to worry about if this person is draining you. Naturally, people know how to show up in your life and they won't test your boundaries. You are able to alchemize a lot of energy. But in order for you to alchemize energy, you have to know who you are and your faith and your goals and what you're willing to tolerate. If you're willing to tolerate every and anything, Spirit is not going to bless you. Spirit wants you to work within yourself. Whether it's something to heal or something you need to overcome or something you need to just avoid ultimately, Spirit wants you to focus on how you're going to alchemize that energy from within for you to get the things that you want in your other world. The reason why you feel like you're not aligned right now, life is not working out for you the way how you want it to be, is because you kind of lost yourself. And we're going to figure out what you lost yourself on or with. What is it that Spirit wants you to know? Pile 3. We have Inner Temple and Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So with the Inner Temple, it says devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And then Star Mother, it says, how can you mother yourself? I actually want to grab the book and I want to read what this card says, because maybe it can give you some insight directly that I'm probably not able to give you. It says, Star Mother, you are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all your worries, regrets, shame, guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and to hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You got this and Mother got you. Let her broad arms take you away from your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulder. Forgive yourself, my dear, my sweet child of earth. For Inner Temple, it says, you are being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You could be called to develop regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm. To develop daily practice where you fill your well and spend your time with your soul. All of the answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the port of your heart. But you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you. And so the more time you spend with it and show up with it, the more clear it will guide you. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one of the biggest playground for your soul to learn. And you're being called to go deeper in your soul growth or to increase your devotion by being a student of lineage or a spiritual teacher. If you have already been a committed student, then you are being commended for your devotion. Your guides want you to know how proud of you they are, and that time we'll spend in devotion is priceless. If you're questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to know to focus towards devotion and this prayer. Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. May my life be one big moving prayer. And it says your action plan is to commit a daily devotional practice. So Spirit right now is telling you that they have your back. And the only way for you to feel secured and ready and you're moving forward and you're getting what you want in life is for you to find time for yourself. You could only give so much of yourself to the point where you feel like you don't have nothing left. Pouring from an empty cup will not resolve the issues that you have. And you may feel like the more you give people, the more they'll give back to you. But in reality, people don't show up for you the way how you show up for them. And that's just how life is. It sucks, but that's how life is. In relationships, we're either the high maintenance person or the low maintenance person. So you may feel like you're always the low maintenance person, but maybe you don't feel like you deserve to be high maintenance, right? But There are people in your life that will accept you being high maintenance, and there's people in your life that will accept you being low maintenance. But you have to decide how you want to appear to them in their life and give them the opportunity to accept you, to meet you halfway, or to meet you where you stand without you moving. Either way, Spirit is saying take time out to yourself, be disciplined, create an order, create a time for yourself for you to grow into love and for you to become who you truly want to be. In order for you to get what you want, you have to truly believe that you deserve it. And your confidence and your inner thoughts and the things that you tell yourself will determine whether or not you deserve it or not. Let's get some more messages from your spirit team. So what you want, pal? 3 to know, spirit. We have last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. We have speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. And then we have last quarter moon in Sagittarius. With the moon cycle, the last quarter moon represents the things that we need to release or forgive or reflect on in order for us to get our blessings. Okay? It's the stage of awareness before the full moon, right? So you have the new moon where it's just like I'm planting a seed. I'm going to manifest this. We have the first quarter moon, and that's all about what actions I need to take, right? Then you have your full moon, and the full moon is the things that you have to release to get your manifestation, right? So now you're acknowledging that, hey, I have to get rid of this in order to make space for this. And then in your last quarter moon, that's the action you take to actually release to receive what you want. So that's the cycle. And I feel like with you having the last quarter moon in Pisces, and then you have the last quarter moon in Sagittarius, all this is saying is like you need to start expanding. You need to learn, because Pisces is holding things in for the most part, using your mind to get you where you need to be. So processing information, but more intuitive level. And Sagittarius energy is action oriented. However, it's also the sign of learning philosophies. So you need to clear out your mind in order for you to start speaking truth in what you want in your lifetime. Because Gemini is also about duality, right? What you can receive, what can you handle? It's the scales, it's the twins, right? And with it being a first quarter moon, it's saying like you're going to have multiple options in life, but you need to be convicted. You have the inner knowing of what you want and what you deserve. How can we give you multiple chances, multiple instances of greatness, but you don't feel like you deserve it? Why we continue to give this to you if you're not going to do what you're supposed to do? And that's what Spirit is saying, like, hey, we have so much abundance for you coming up, but it's kind of hard because we don't want you to lose it or misuse it. We don't want you to lose yourself in the process because you don't know what to handle, if you could handle it, for the most part. Okay? And let's see some more oracle messages that Spirit has for you. Spirit, what do you have to tell Pile 3 about their journey? We have Netcaster, preparation, come to fruition. So they're working for you, right? Preparation come to fruition is you planting the seed that's developing. And to be honest, the seed has already developed. And the question that they always ask is, what come first, the egg or the chicken? And that's where you're at right now that you need to figure out. Either way, you're going to have the egg and the chicken, but which comes first? How do we process it? And then we have the number 42 that represents 6, and 6 is creations. We have adaptability, which is now 10. So Spirit wants you to be able to know yourself so well that if you do decide to pivot, you're not really changing yourself. You're not doing things out of your norm. You're just making slight adjustments. What else do you want them to know, Spirit? And then we have connectivity, jeweled web. Everything relates to each other. And this represents by 5. And the situation where we have connectivity is how much access do we give people and things to our energy? Are we giving people the right energy and access to us? So it seems like Spirit wants you to be extremely intentional with how you apply yourself to society. And in order for you to do that, you have to be mindful of how you show up for yourself. If you're not showing up for yourself 100%, the audacity of you to try to show up for somebody else 100%, don't do that. It's okay to make micro steps. It's okay to have micro goals to build up to where you want to be, but you have to look within. The reason why life is so confusing for you right now is because you're trying to appease people outside of you. You're trying to fix things outside of your inner circle of things that you can control. So if you want to get a hold of your life and get your life back on track, Spirit wants you to be focused on you and you only. Your happiness comes from you being happy with yourself, having a clear mind, you being proud of yourself, and not relying on people. Because if you rely on yourself, you will realize that some people just don't have it in their toolbox to help you. And it's not their fault. They just don't have it. And it's A-okay. And it's also A-okay for you to acknowledge, like, you know what, this person's having it in their toolbox to help me. Let me go to somebody else who got me. You know? Let's see what the tarot cards have to say when it comes to your energy. Spirit, what energy do you want pile 3 to be aware of? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is all about things not being structured the way that how they're supposed to be. So maybe you've relied so much on society wants, needs, and you're starting to realize that, you know, it's kind of a scam. Society prepared me for the things that I should know and the things that I rightfully own. It's like you were raised where education is important, right? You have the educational background, but you lack experience. But society promised you that if you had education, you would guarantee a job. And now you don't have a job. And it's just like, what? You failed me, society. But who can you claim? Who can you cry to? Who can you blame? You know? So Spirit is trying to push you outside of society norms. But in order for you to, you know, feel comfortable with that, then you have to really, 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 really put yourself first. Put yourself forward. You know? Create your own values within society. See what works for you, see what doesn't, and pivot. You have the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups. You will have a lot of offers coming your way emotionally, but Spirit also wants you to love on yourself. The Knight of Cups is a very charming person, but before you choose to charm somebody else and give somebody else a miracle, give yourself the joy of doing that, being a miracle for yourself. Miracles are coming. You won't be able to believe it, but it's coming towards you. But Spirit wants you to know that if we give it to you, will you respect it? Will you enjoy it? If you're going to complain about it, then why should they waste their time? What else do you want them to know? The Eight of Swords, get out your own head. You're feeling like you're having a downfall moment, or your life is falling apart because of the things that you tell yourself. So if you're going to speak life into yourself, make it outlandish. You know, it's okay to take the blindfolds off, but it's also okay to keep it on. You have the choice to do that. But get out your head. Get out your head with things that doesn't matter. What else do you want them to know, Spirit? You're going to have a winning moment coming your way. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is action-based. But the action comes after you get out your head, get out your mind. Things are falling into place for you, but you have to get out your mind with it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. No more useless sacrifices. No more, I'm going to feel comfortable just because. The Hangman in reverse is, I'm going to get myself together. I'm no longer going to sacrifice my energy. I'm no longer going to sit here and wait. I'm no longer going to ponder. Everything I desire desires me back, and it's on its way to me. That's what the Hangman is representation of. The action, the things coming towards you, the things within your sight that you can achieve. You don't have to sit around and wait for it to come to you anymore. You don't have to beg for it. So Spirit is saying that they want you to be focused and trust yourself, because you are the guiding light to your own world and things are coming towards you. But you need to get out your own head and be confident, be happy, be poised, you know, speak life into yourself. But also philosophies are important. Time to pivot from the norm. It's okay for you to be on the outside. It's okay for you to be unorthodox. It's okay to be different. You're not the black sheep. You're the outlier. And in some cases, being the outlier is the best thing that's possible. Not everybody's able to become an outlier, but you have the tools to do that. And you being able to be the outlier will breed greatness into your life. And you know that. So get up and put yourself first. Okay? So pile 3, that's what I have for you. If you want to claim this message, if you got this far to your reading, comment "I trust my path" in the comment section, or just write pile 3 so I know that this is the pile that you chose. And I'm here for you. Okay? So I hope I gave you some clarity and confirmation when it comes to this reading, what your spirit guides want you to know. And until next time, remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. And we are going to figure out what is the urgent message that your spirit team, spirit guide, your soul family, soulmate, inner child, higher self want you to know right now. This is extremely urgent, and you're seeing this at the right time because you manifested this reading and I manifested you. Okay? So you chose the Malachite, and Malachite usually represents a big change in a gentle way. It is like the sister to the Moabite, and the Moabite is very chaotic, but the Malachite is very soothing, is very gentle. It works with your heart chakra. It gives you the things and the tools that you need for you to get where you want to be in the most loving and caring way. Okay, so let's see what your message is. It says, trust. I have faith in myself, others, and the universe. And if you look, this person is being intertwined, hugged, embraced by what it seems to be a lover, and the heart space is illuminated. So I think that your spirit team is telling you that love is on the way. If you are single, most likely you're going to meet your soulmates, or you're going to feel extremely supported with your family. If you are in a relationship, things are going to change and grow for y'all. You're going to start to trust your partner will start to trust you. I just see an elevation within your relationship for the most part. Okay, it's written in the stars. You're going to meet the person who you're destined to be with, or your destiny with that person will be fulfilled within this lifetime, and it's going to be very gentle, very loving. I love this for you. So if you are ready for this energy, comment "I am ready" in the comment section so that I know that you're claiming this energy. Okay, let's see. Pile 4. Spirit, what do you want Pile 4 to know? We have the full moon in Leo. Interesting. It says go wild. And usually the full moon is representation of release, right? And it's a breakdown of who we are as a person, because Leo, it's ruled by the sun, and your sun sign is who you appear to be, right? That's your star sign. So what this is telling me is that you're going to have a shift in your physical essence, how you show up within yourself. Okay, because the full moon is all about release and shedding, and Leo energy is the showman for the most part, how you exhibit your personality, your characteristics. So there will be a short gentle change in how you view yourself, so you're probably gonna make a lot of physical changes to yourself, or you may make a lot of physical changes to your house. You may have a lot of physical investments, but I'm just seeing a physical way of showing up. Then you have new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. So with these changes that you're making within your life, your spirit team is telling you that no matter how much adjustments you make to your life, you will feel like you're balanced. You will be able to overcome every and anything, and it'll be very calm. You're going to realize that you are perfectly the way how you are. You're showing up in the greatest way you could possibly show up. And one thing people cannot take away from you is the memories you create with them. And you've been creating very beautiful memories with your soul team, the people that's in your life, the people who are coming towards your life. You are an experience, and people enjoy that. What else do you want them to know, Spirit? And then we have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through tension. Scorpio energy is all about transformation. Okay, Scorpio in the natal chart sit in the 8th house, and the 8th house is all about it's death and transformation. It's also about ancestral work. It's also about money that you receive from others, or things you receive from others, inheritance. So I feel like you are creating a lot of soul contracts, a lot of people. And Spirit wants you to know that it's going to take a lot of adjustment for you to grow through this process. But if you're able to control your breath and be mindful of what you let in, as simple as how you inhale and exhale oxygen, For example, receiving the air, so receiving things in a very physical format and then releasing the things you no longer want and no longer serve you. By you doing that in a very intentional manner, Spirit is going to bless you. You're going to make a complete 180. So now is the time for you to manifest the changes that you want to see within yourself. So get your journal and, cut the journal in 4 pieces or in half and write up all the things that you want to be, how you see yourself. You're a movie star, you work in phlebotomy, you are a healthcare provider, you are a YouTuber, you are an influencer, you are a socialite, you are a candle maker, you are a mom, you work with children, you are a teacher, whatever you seem fit. Go ahead and list it down. You like to wear a 40-inch bust down. You like a pixie cut. You are a makeup person. You are gothic. Write all those traits down. And then write the things that you want to release from yourself. So maybe you don't want to procrastinate anymore. So you want to be very intentional with your time. Maybe you don't want to overthink anymore. So you're going to start reading more. You're going to start, having more craft. Maybe you're going to decide to pick a weekend every month and you're going to figure out how to do something very physical. It's about your comfort zone. Maybe that you want to speak your truth more. So instead of you holding back, you're going to say what you have to say and leave it as is and let people receive it how they deem fit, And then you're going to also write the steps of how you could create habits to become the person you want to be. So for example, if you decide you want to be a teacher, what certifications do you need? Do you want to become just a sub? Do you just want to volunteer your time within the classroom? If you want to become a phlebotomist, okay, do you need to, donate time with the Red Cross? Do you need to get your license for that? How can you get your license for that? If you want to be a makeup person, pick one body part that you love the most, let's just say your eyebrows, and master doing your eyebrows, filling your eyebrows. Let's just say you want to be known for lips, master the ombre lips or having an iconic lip application. Let's just say you want to be a fashion person. Okay, what aspect do you want to be a fashion person when it comes to, who wore it best? Do you want to be a fashion person when it comes to body type, color theory, style theory, and then work within that realm. So mastering what you want to be, Let's also see the other messages that Spirit has for you. Pile 4, what does Spirit have for you? What does Spirit want you to know the most? We have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So you are definitely going to switch up things. You are going to become alive, but there is energetic upgrades that's coming towards you. And these energetic upgrades is you making that 180. So it's so important for you to manifest how you want to be. Another thing you could do that I've been doing is every month I go on Pinterest and I create a manifestation list of imagery, like a vision board. And this vision board is how when I show up with myself. And I've been doing this for like the last 4 months now. And I guarantee that everything I've been putting on that board, I've been actually becoming. And this is just me building my confidence of how I want to be in the world. So that's another trick you could do. A vision board on Pinterest, a monthly vision board. Okay, what else does Spirit want you to know? We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Listen, you're making contracts with your soul team right now and you haven't even realized it yet. Your soul team is going to pop up and show out and you'll be able to connect with them and you're going to be like, dang, life is good. I like it here. My soul team supports me no matter what. I feel at home. So for once, you're going to feel like you belong somewhere and you're wanted and you're needed. And your spirit team is saying, we got you, babe. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of like a toddler or a kid, whoever, a person that's playing sports and their mother, their spouse, their father, your sister is literally running with them on the field, chanting and running, go, go, go. That's your spirit team. They're going to make it be known that they're your spirit team and they're going to be pushing you up. Let me tell you, don't be surprised if you get a lot of unexpected attention coming your way, but all for all the good reasons. Let's see what else. What else is coming towards you? What does your spirit team want you to know? Pile 4. We have covenant, scared contracts, and we already said that's happening. Number 7, so you're creating a holy dynamic contract with your spirit team. We have gathering around, the power of community. I actually want to read what this one is to you. Okay. And then we also have, what's the last message? Whale song. Your spirit team is going over and beyond to you when it comes to making you feel like you're welcome, and they're traveling for you and you're protected. I think that you should start to watch how whales communicate or how whales live their life, because that will give you a big like clue on how your life is about to become and how your life is about to be, you know? So tap into whale energy, or listen to whale, as far as like meditation music, whale sounds before you go to bed or when you wake up. Let's see what this card means. It says gathering around, the power of community. And it says the power of community, being safe and secure, allowing help. There are times when you need positive reinforcements from others. Perhaps your journey has made you tired just before reaching a finish line where your friends await to cheer your arrival. Know this, that you're not alone, regardless of whether you think you are. People gather around to help with your next step as you bring it forth from the cosmos into the beautiful life. There has never been another you before, and you have a unique relationship with your friends, family, communities, and all those gathered to help you in this unseen realm. Now is the time to allow assistance from others. Ask for it and trust that you will receive it. You are safe and secure right now in this moment, truly supported in your beautiful, amazing, complicated life. You are heard by angels, witnessed by the divine, and loved by, yes, loved now and always by life itself. Whatever you query, you will find the help you need to achieve what you desire, and you will continue not to have to do this alone. Count on it. Pile 4, your people is going to find you. You're going to feel supportive no matter what. Let's read the whale song also, because I feel like that's important and I'm intuitively being drawn to read it. So it says, remembering, harmonizing, and resonating. There are moments in your life when you have a sense of deja vu, that you visit this place, these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Yet there is a haunting quality to this life, as mysterious, fragile, and it's also underlined. Like a whale song that pleads for its simple notes to be matched by another. You have a short time to capture this essence and let it resonate in a way that is potentially transformative, but only if you don't turn away. Sometimes you may forget the moments of humanity, your truest desires, because you've become so earthbound and calculating, stringing, and doing. You are so overstimulated by the chase and what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump in the water and play, and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulse to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, that is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion if this use this opportunity to explore, be cautious, and take a much needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling, answering it. And it's so interesting because you have to shed a lot of you to get what you want and need. Community for you is very big, and you have to let people show up for you. I know it may seem like you have your stuff together all the time, but behind closed doors, you're struggling or you're having difficulties. But if you just ask for help, I promise you, there'll be a person there that's willing to take it up an edge and exceed your standards when it comes to you actually receiving help. Don't fail yourself by letting people out, by keeping people out, by shutting people out. Give yourself the opportunity to be happy, be gracious, be loved by receiving. It's okay for you to receive. You are safe. Let's see what messages that the spirit team, your higher self, inner child, soul family wants you to know. What message that they have for you. Ooh. We have the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is all about solitude, right? But don't take up too much space and time within yourself, okay? The number 9 is an energy of completion. So you're right there. The inner work that you've been doing for these last few months and years, you're right there. I understand that it's going to be an ongoing thing, a lifetime thing, but also be aware that it's okay for you to say, I've reached the final form of this chapter and I'm ready to start something new now. You don't have to keep exploring. Don't keep picking that scab. The more you pick at it, the more it bleeds, and it takes a while for it to heal. Give yourself the time and opportunity for you to heal and enjoy the work that you've been putting in. What else do you want, pile? 4 to know, Spirit. The 6 of Cups. You came a long way. The 6 of Cups energy is all about innocence and reminisce on the past, right? So I feel like you're in this energy of you want to create new memories. You want to go out and explore, but you kind of feel guilty for having to leave people behind. And Spirit is saying that it's okay. Not every season you should expect the same people to show up. Just like not every season you'll wear a jacket, a coat, some jeans, and some Uggs. You know, some season you may wear some shorts and a tank top. Some season you will wear, a dress. Some season you will dress in layers. So just like seasons, take people for that. Some experiences, you're going to have this friend, this lover, this energy. And it's okay for you to create experiences with people without feeling guilty. Let everybody else learn and grow and choose. Your journey, yourself should not be attached to how others feel. It's okay that you think about other people, you want to incorporate people into your life, but at the same time, you shouldn't feel burdened by doing so, okay? What else do you want them to know, Spirit? We have the Hangman. You know what I'm being a little bit fearful of when it comes to you in this energy? I'm kind of scared that you're sitting around and waiting a little bit too much, you know? Don't wait for things to change. Don't let yourself be uncomfortable because that's the only way you feel like you will learn and earn. It's okay for you to enjoy and live life with happiness without struggles. So what can you do to live a life without struggles, Pile 4? Your journey should not have struggles in it anymore. We have the 7 of Swords. Be strategic, Be very honest, be very witty. Left foot then right foot, What else do you need to know? Don't show all your cards. Don't show all your hands. We also have the Queen of Cups. Do not neglect your feelings. Do not neglect yourself. Know that emotions are a two-way street. Watch how much you are emotionally bleeding out yourself. And then we have the 6 of Wands. Celebrate your winnings, no matter how big or small that you are. Because at one point, you didn't have this energy to do certain things. So Spirit is saying that it's okay for you to reminisce. It's okay for you to grow. But what is not okay is for you to struggle and feel like in order for you to be happy, it is you going through pain. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to take the most gracious approach to our elevation through changes. Our transformation is not going to be brutal. It's not going to hurt. We're not doing this anymore. Okay? So that's what I have for you, pile number 4. If you want to claim this energy, right, I'm ready to change. You got this far in the message. I accept who I am. Give me a testimony if you feel called to. Or just simply say pile 4 in the comment section. I hope I gave you some clarity, got some confirmation. But this is what your spirit team wants you to know right now in this essence, in this moment. Share with a friend if you call the need to. Remember who loves you. And until next time, bye.